Good Morgan. And this lighting kind of went plooey as soon as I hit the record button. Anyhow, here I am in, where am I? Kentucky somewhere. And I thought maybe this would be a good time because I got 2 hours or an hour and a half before my 14 starts. I gotta get this load to Wisconsin. So I thought maybe I'd try to give you a quick lesson. Something you can work on. I hope you're working on your chromatics, you know, half position. Open strings and the first 3 frets with the first 3 fingers. Half position, first position, first 4 frets, all 4 strings, 4 fingers. Right, all the way up and down the neck. Right, so, you know, whatever you want to do. If it's uncomfortable on the guitar to use all 4 fingers, once you get past the 12th fret, it's cool if you want to use 3 fingers there. For the chromatic exercise, this is just to build this hand up for you a little bit. So on and so forth, right? So just keep doing that. That'll get this working and your pick hand a little good. However you want to do it. If you want to just sit there with your thumb and do it, that's cool. You know, however it feels good to you. So after, you know, you build up a little strength in the hands and get that coordination down, then the next step is, remember I was telling you about the major scales, that we have 12 notes. It's a 12 bass system, or 12 whole tones as it were, and that a major scale then breaks that down into an 8 bass system from a 12 bass system, which is actually a 7 bass system because the 8th note is the octave, or the same as the first. Remember, half the distance. So E, 12th fret E, half the distance between the strings, yada yada, right? Same thing. Well, you can also do that E this way if you want. So I'm on the 7th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the G string, or the 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4, E, A, D, G, right? So there are 2 major scale patterns that I want you to learn, and because I have my bass, it'll be easier just to show you the bottom 4 strings, because that B gets goofy on the guitar. You know, it's goofy. Anyhow, so the pattern you want to use, and I'm going to show you it in C, which is the 3rd fret on the A string, or the 8th fret on the E string. Right? Same note, C. So the scale is like we're playing in position. So technically we would be in 7th position here, because we're on the 7th fret. So if you were going to play the chromatic, it would be right. So what I want you to do is, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 on all the strings, I want you to think of 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's going to be 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. That's it. All in position, all in 7th position, and what you're playing is the root, the ionic, or I don't know, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, which is the subdominant, the 5th, which is the dominant, because once having established the root, the 5th always has, mathematically and wave in every way you can possibly think about it, it wants to resolve back to the 1. So that's the most amount of movement you can get from your tension in a melodic line, right? However you want to think about it. So 2 4 1 2 4 1 3 4. Right? So you do that for a while, and then you could do it really fast. Okay, so now you can also play that exact same pattern with the same notes with the whole step, half step approach, and with a different fingering. This is a 5-finger, 5-fret thing with the same 4 fingers. So it's still starting on that 8th fret in the C, right? And then your next note is the D, but with the 2nd finger, and then the E with the 4th finger. So it's a 5-fret pattern. Whole step, half step to the F, because here's an E, and this is also an E, right? So there you're doing 1 2 4 1 2 4 1 2, but the frets are 8 10 12 8 10 12 9 10. Now see, that's nice because you can actually get to the 5th 2 octaves of the 5 on the C, which is nice. Right, so then you can think about chording and stuff. Same shit, right? So that pattern works wherever you want to start it from, pretty much. So if you're on the 5th fret, it's an A major scale. Right? Which you can also do the 2nd way. The 5 fret or the in position. And then, you know, you can fuck, I suck. Right, and all that is based on the A major scale. You know. Those are just double stops. So what I'm doing is I'm playing 2 notes at a time, and that's the A and the 3rd together, right? And then the 2nd degree of the A scale, which is a B, with its third, which happens to be minor, right? And then so if you work on that stuff, it'll help you out a lot. The major scale is a great thing to know and a great thing to use in both of those positions, and it'll help you learn your fretboard if you say the notes as you play them, right? So, you know, it would be A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. A has 3 sharps. We'll get into the circle of fifths and the key scales, and there's easy stuff to remember